MGTOW Coterie. On Oneitis. What is Oneitis? Briefly, Oneitis is the concept that the woman you're currently seeing, missing, unable to obtain, or what have you, is the perfect woman for you, and that no other woman compares. It is often accompanied by feelings of depression, anxiety, possessiveness, jealousy, general inadequacy, and unworthiness. In short, it is uncomfortable and often deleterious to the psyche. Ironically, Oneitis is often a self-fulfilling prophecy. A woman senses your pedestalization of her, your feelings of need for her, your worship of her, and she equates such neediness with feminine weakness. She is, then, far more likely to fall out of love, cheat, or leave you. Men tend to understand this phenomenon, and a man's desire to stop being needy only fuels his Oneitis further, until any semblance of attraction has fallen into disrepair. Cultivating the power provided by Oneitis requires introspection. Let us examine the root cause of Oneitis: sexual economics. Oneitis comes from a sense of general scarcity. You believe the object of your Oneitis is the only one for you, or the best one for you. What supports the framework for this belief? I am of the opinion that the keystone for this belief lies in the economics of sex. On the whole, women have a higher natural sexual market value, as it were, than men, because women have made pussy scarce, decreasing supply. Think about the nature of sex. Men have millions of sperm per each woman's egg. So too it is that men could inseminate myriad women, while each woman is tied down to a 9-month pregnancy after her egg is fertilized. Women are, then, the gatekeepers of sex. This is why, on the aggregate, it is so much easier for a woman to convince a man to have sex with her, should they be of comparable physical attractiveness, than it is for a man to convince a woman to have sex with him. Let us examine a hypothetical. If you lived in a tribe of 500 people in the prehistoric era, and nearly all the other men in your tribe were killed, hunting or in war with another tribe. Let us say, for argument's sake, you are one of 3 surviving hunters of breeding age in your tribe, which has around 80 women looking to compete for you to inseminate them. Do you think that if you had 80 attractive young females vying hard for your sexual attention, you would still feel Oneitis for one of them? Let's fast forward to today. Let's say you're rich and happy in your work, doing something you're very passionate about. And let's say you have 80 young, beautiful women in the modern day vying hard for your sexual attention. Do you believe you would feel Oneitis? It is due to the fact that women have more and easier options than men and must put in less work than men to find sex and relationships, which drives male feelings of Oneitis, not that a given woman is special. They have power in such an uneven sexual environment, and this drives male brains penchant to concoct whatever fantasy narrative is required to fool him into thinking that she is definitely the one. She is not the one. There is no one. There never was a one. There never will be a one. We as men feel Oneitis because of one primary reason: our perceived lack of options. Women are far more emotionally sensitive than we are on the aggregate, and can pick up on subtle cues that allow her to determine how many options we feel we have. The more options that we feel we have, the higher our sexual market value, as perceived by women. Oneitis, then, is cured by simply increasing the number of options we feel we have. If you are currently experiencing Oneitis, place yourself for a moment in this mental state, just for the remainder of this video, of having 80 young, fertile options, each more physically attractive, younger, and more fertile than the woman you're currently feeling Oneitis for. Place yourself in that imagined reality for a moment. I'm not advocating any form of self-delusion. I'm not saying you should believe these women exist or something strange of that nature. This is just a thought experiment. Picture these 80 women competing for your attention, each different looking, but each more exotic, beautiful, younger, more fertile than the woman that you currently feel oneitis for. Now that this image is firmly planted in your mind, does the woman you feel oneitis for hold the same luster as a moment before? Is her graceful, perfect personality so graceful or perfect? I imagine not. Oneitis, gentlemen, is always, 100% of the time, an illusion. There is no such thing as perfect love. No such thing as a soulmate. There are fertile women out there that enrapture you with spurts of biochemical reactions in your brain. You are wired this way, it's not your fault. Reframe your thinking until you realize that women are ultimately interchangeable. This is a baseline truth. There is no such thing as a Nawalt. You have had oneitis for women in the past. You will likely experience bouts of oneitis for completely different women in the future. It's all illusory and transient. Once you pierce this illusion, gentlemen, the power shifts back into your hands. Pursue money. Pursue your goals. Pursue your passions. Build your body by working out hard. Channel all your discomfort, your inadequacy, your self-hatred and doubt into self-betterment for you. Perhaps she will come crawling to you. Perhaps she will come crawling back. Perhaps not. Either way, use her as you see fit, and as she is willing and eager to be used. Never coerce. And then move on, remembering that you have passions, dreams, and goals, and these endure. If you found this video useful, please like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Take care, everyone, and have a pleasant evening.